Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we're looking at another deck for the standard format, and this time we have Mega Glalie X. So if you're not familiar with the Mega Glalie, it's 220 HP water type Pokemon. It evolves from Glalie. It has that strong attack, I should say Cyro mount for 100 plus 150 more if you have 10 or more damage counters placed on this Pokemon. So you can basically hit for one water and one double colorless energy for 250 damage with this beast. So definitely very good. The only problem is that it's weak to the metal. And unfortunately, Genesect is actually popular at this moment, so that might be a tricky. Also, a retreat tree, which means that it also can be searched with the heavy ball. Glalie X is also a very good card. I mean, 170 HP, and that instant freeze attack can hit without any problem turn 1 for 170 with a Muscle Band, so it's pretty much enough to knock out Manectric EX, Giratina EX, lower HP Pokemons with 170, and those even below that. And basically all you need to do is have something like double colorless energy and maybe max elixir energy switch with the muscle band, so you can use instant freeze for 170. So that's definitely very powerful. Also for support, I'm running in this deck Manaphy with the Aqua Tube for the free retreat. Have also Seismitoad with the Quaking Punch. If I can start with the Seismitoad, I might be able to Quaking Punch my opponent. Also Articuno with Delta Plus for the 3 edge, maybe the possibility to drop 3 prizes with a single knockout. And also Hoopa to search deck for those Shamins and pretty much any other EX that I need. And of course 2 Shamin EX for the setup, which is definitely good. So you can draw more cards and set up turn 1, maybe one-hit knockout with your Glalie EX. So 11 Pokemons, 37 trainer cards, and 12 energies, which is 60 cards in total. As you can see right here, I'm only running 3 Glalies and 2 Mega Glalies, since I'm running some other supporter Pokemons to attack also. From item cards, I decided to run 2 Energy Switch. Energy Switch is definitely good in my opinion in this deck, because it can help you to move basic energy from one Pokemon to another. And definitely you can surprise your opponent from, for example, from hitting him with the Quaking Punch, maybe to go down to the instant freeze, but maybe even better to the 3 edge, so you can actually might drop 3 prizes and finish probably the game by taking less 3 prizes, for example. Also 3 copies of Max Elixir, which can help you to accelerate your Banchet Pokemons with basic water energy cards. 2 Mega Turbos. When you get knockout, you can definitely reuse that acceleration again to your Mega Glalie, for example. So basically with 1 Mega Turbo and double colors, you're ready to hit 400, maybe even 250, depending on the damage you have on your Mega Glalie. Single Super Road, so I can actually put back any kind of Pokemons into my deck. Trainer's Mail always good. This time I'm running 3 copies instead of the 4, because I have a lot of different cards like Energy Switch, Mega Turbo, Max Elixir, so I need to be balanced. 4 Ultra Balls and 4 V Seekers as a staple. Single AZ, definitely good, because it can actually remove anything from play, so I like that. Also 1 copy of Hex Maniac to shut down those Greninjas, Trevenants, Vespiquens, any other deck that actually needs to be shut down by abilities. 2 Judge. The reason why I'm running 2 Judge is just because I have that Glalie with instant freeze, and if you want to hit for 100 more, you need to have the same amount of cards as your opponent in your hand. The Judge can actually help you in that situation. 1 Lysander and 1 N, so basically N as a tag, but also it can help you at your turn 1, maybe to end your opponent down to 6, so you're both going to have 6 cards in your hand, and you can just hit with the instant freeze. 3 Sycamores, 1 Xerosic to remove any kind of tool or special energy, so basically if you want, you can even remove from your Glalie and Mega Glalie tools, so you can basically, for example, you can hit with the instant freeze for 170 with the Muscle Band. And what can happen, you want to evolve into Mega Glalie because you have, I don't know, 100 or more damage counters on Glalie. You can just scrap your Muscle Band with Xerosic, put Glalie Spirit Link, evolve into Mega Glalie without losing the turn and hit for 250, which is actually enough to even knock out Whaler DX. So Wailord should not be the problem, of course, as long as you have some damage counters on your Mega Glalie, but probably that's not going to happen against Wailord. 2 Muscle Bands, definitely good for, as I mentioned earlier, for lower HP 170 Pokemon's knockout, but also for that Seismitoad EX Faking Punch, who can actually hit with the 50 with that Muscle Band. 4 double Colorless Energies and 8 basic Water Energies, as total means 12 energies. So if you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them on CCGCastle.com, and by typing TCG Center 5 code, you will also get 5% discount on your purchase, so definitely keep that in mind. So as usual, when I made that deck review, I will try to play 1, maybe 2 or 3 games, depend on how long the games would be. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see this beast in the action. So see you in the game. Alright guys, so welcome to the game test. I won that coin flip, so that means that I can go first. Playing again Psychic deck, so I'm not sure which kind of Psychic deck it is. It might be Trevenant, it might be, I don't know, maybe a Mega Mewtwo. We'll find out. So, oh, Deoxys. Alright, definitely interesting. So that's going to be a Ultra Ball for AZ, and yet another Ultra Ball for Hoopa. I hope Hoopa is in my deck. Yes, it is. This might be a very fast setup. So Hoopa for Manaphy, Shaman, and another Glalie. Alright. So I can play either way my Ultra Ball right here for one more Articuno. And after that I'm going to play my Shaman. Articuno is pretty good, definitely for finishing the game. There was just Rough Seas. Let's see what I can find with that Trainer's Mail. There might be Supporter. Yes, it is Professor Sycamore. Yeah, I guess I don't have another option than play just Super Road for that Mega Glalie and actually go with my Professor Sycamore, but I guess I will do that on my next turn or this turn. Not sure yet, but let's go right now. I mean, just a single double core synergy, it's not that important, but that Rough Seas actually is. So there is another Water Energy. Spirit Link to the active, Muscle Band to the Banchet, Trainer's Mail. For another Max Elixir, definitely good. Definitely going to play that. Alright, another energy card is going to be placed down to my Articuno, and I can even play my energy switch from Articuno to the Glalie active with that Spirit Link, and I'm going to pass my turn. So for the next turn I can actually have 2 Glalies with double option. Either way, choose to attack with my Mega Glalie or just to attack with my regular Glalie. And there's a Robo Substitute and Mystery Energy attached on that Deoxys and a Lucky Helmet. And a Judge for 4. So we are going to be judged both to the 4 cards. There's a Lysander and Professor Sycamore, so I guess I like that. Something is played on the bench, and that's a Wobbuffet. Oh, actually, Robo Substitute. Kind of interesting thought. What should I do right there? 1, 2, 3 cards. Yeah, definitely Energy Attachment onto the Glalie down to the bench. Lysander for that. How many HP he have? 150. Yeah, 150, enough for that instant freeze. Say goodbye, Deoxys. I'm going to draw 1 prize. After that, probably I'm going to knock out that Wobbuffet if I can hit V Seeker. Yes, I can, so that's definitely good. And he actually decided to promote his Wobbuffet into the active spot. There's probably another Wobbuffet. Oh no, it's a Gengar EX. I have some issues when I play against decks who actually runs those Mystery Energy cards. The cards just randomly disappeared from the screen. That was the roller skates for the tails. And how many cards I need to have in my hand? Too many of them, actually, to hit with that instant freeze and knockout over his Gengar EX. But I guess I don't have Judge. I just have AZ. So I guess I can go with my AZ. How many cards he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in his hand. Speaking about 6, I can actually remove my Shaming from hand. So I can actually draw 3 more extra cards. Or I can't. I freaking forgot about Wobbuffet. What a rookie mistake. I always forget about that Wobbuffet ability, Bite Barricade. Always. But never mind, I guess. I should actually remove Hoopa and evolve into my Mega Glalie and hit for the 100 that Wobbuffet and actually have that Mega Glalie in play. But no, I need to do a misplay. I guess never mind. I need to start charging some energies down to my Articuno so I can actually have chance to hit for 3 prizes or the Gengar down to the bench, and that's definitely what I'm going to do. So there's Muscle Band, and one of my energy switches are going to be placed from that Glalie to that Articuno. And yeah, I guess I will just go with my N instead of the Judge, because it really doesn't matter. I want to find more resources, but I will actually give more resources to my opponent, 1 more energy to that Articuno. Yeah, I guess Instant Freeze enough for the knockout, and he's just even able to draw 2 more cards. I mean, I could just pass the turn, I guess, and I didn't do that. I actually even didn't play my V-Seeker, and knowing that Trevenant might be coming into play. But never mind, I can one-hit knock out Trevenant, so it's not a big threat in my eyes. Say goodbye to double Color's energy. Alright, so Ascension will definitely happen. But will double Color's energy happen? We shall see. I still have 2 more somewhere in my deck. There's another Phantom. Oh, so he decided to go with the Wally, probably to bench the Trevenant. Yes, of course, and the active one should go with that Ascension. I still have 1 more Rough Seas left. But I hope that Trevenant will not be able to go into Trevenant Break, but we'll see that. Oh my goodness, what a top deck. A dream top deck. So I can just hit with Instant Freeze right there without thinking too much for 150, which is actually enough to one-hit knock out his Trevenant. Say goodbye, Trevenant. I'm going to draw 1 more prize. So far, so good, I guess, for me. Oh, there's a Hex Maniac will actually allows me to shut out that Trevenant ability, play V-Seeker for another Judge, so I'd be able actually to one-hit knock out his Trevenant Break, or maybe not. But actually I would, because I have another Glalie sitting on my bench and waiting for that energy attachment and for the knockout. So I guess that I'm going just to tough decision. This is the tough decision. If I go with the Hex Maniac, I can grab with V-Seeker Judge. Then again, I guess I will just scrap that double Color's energy from my opponent, Trevenant Break, and we'll just hit him with the Instant Freeze for 50. Next turn I can actually one-hit him knockout. So I guess it's not that big deal doing that right now. But I can even go with my Articuno, Delta Plus, and try to grab 2 prizes instead of the 1 over that Trevenant Break. And I guess without energy, he's in trouble right now. There's another Wobbuffet, and Center Lady will just help him to scrap the damage off, which is actually a good sign for him. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to evolve into my Mega Glalie. I'm going to play that Hex Maniac so I can actually shut down ability. go with Max Elixir for one more energy card down to my Glalie onto the bench. I'm going to play my V-Seeker for that Lysander, which is actually a win in the next turn. I will also attach my Glalie Spirit Link, since I have 3 retreat cost. I guess I can actually one-hit knock out his Trevenant right there with my Glalie down to the bench. But I'm still thinking if that's a smart option, because I have Lysander and I can actually just next turn go with Lysander over that Gengar on the bench. But let's just play for the save. I mean, I have 6 water energies in play and 2 more left somewhere in my deck or even my discard pile. So I guess even hitting for 100 is good, because next turn I can actually free retreat with my Glalie and actually hit with that instant freeze. But even if some kind of damage happened, so there's a Silent Fear, so everyone is going to take 3 damage counters, I can actually... Oh, there's another V-Seeker. So I guess right now it's a time to knock out that Gengar. But before I do that, I will grab another Lysander. I will going just to retreat onto my Glalie. Since I have 2 cards and free retreat and stuff like that, I can hit for 170 with that instant freeze, which is actually enough to knock out his Gengar. I can drop 2 prizes. Oh, Rough Season Energy, like that. So yeah, pretty much Rough Season Energy, can play Rough Seas, can play Energy, can go with the Lysander for the last 2 prizes over his Gengar, but that's not going to happen because he have that Spirit Link, another Spirit Link, that Fighting Fury Belt attached. But yeah, it's pretty much GG, so let's move to the game number 2. Alright guys, so welcome back to the game number 2. Won that coin flip, so we'll start first, definitely good, even especially if you start against Trevenant. You want to have turn 1 so you can actually somehow tries to do some pressure onto your opponent. So I'm starting with my Seismitoad, but I'm still thinking, should I go with my Seismitoad or Glalie into the active? I will just pick my Seismitoad for the starter and the Glalie for the bench, because Glalie can even hit for more damage than the Seismitoad. Wow, interesting. Triple Max Elixir on my opening hand. It's something which probably will give me, I hope, victory in this matchup, but we'll see. It's still early to talk about that. Trevenant is just Trevenant, so there is definitely no sign of the Manaphy, so probably just Shaman. I need to see how many Rough Seas I have. 2 Rough Seas. I really miss my Manaphy, that's for sure. So let's go with Max Elixirs. Let's try to max those Glalies. Alright. I need to get rid of my Seismitoad from the active spot, that's for sure. But that's probably not going to happen. So there's a Shaman EX. I need to find a way to Quaking Punch my opponent, that's for sure. There's Spirit Link. That Spirit Link is going to be attached to one of my Glalies, that's for sure. There is double Colress Energy. I guess I'm going to attach it right now and I'm going to pass my turn. I place down my Articuno instead of Ultra Ball for Shaman. I guess I don't want to have another Shaman on the bench because it's 2 prizes, easy to prize target for my opponent. At least if he item locks me, I will respond with item locks back. I also have my Rough Seas ready in my hand, so I can actually somehow try to deal with that damage from the Trevenant. But I also have my Muscle Band. Oh, my Lysander in hand, so I can actually try to get Lysander his advantage Phantom, maybe if I can top deck something like I don't know, something like a Muscle Band, so I can actually knock him out and leave him with a single Trevenant in play. Water Energy, I guess I'm going to attach it. for sure. The question is who's going to take the damage. That Trevenant or the one on the bench? Let's go with the active one, with the Quaking Punch. I hope I can find that Grenade Hammer, so that can actually help me to item lock him and to knock him out with the Grenade Hammer with the energy card. Oh, there's a Shaman, so yeah, that Grenade Hammer could be definitely very valuable right there, if it's going to happen. Volley for Trevenant Break, so 3 damage counters is going to be appeared on all of my Pokemons in play. I can't heal damage from Shaman and Hoopa, that's for sure. But at least I can heal from all other Pokemons in play. So yeah, there's Rough Seas and Mega Glalie. And I think I can do too much. I can just hit again for that Quaking Punch. So far, the main focus is to get that Trevenant with the Silent Fear from the active spot by knocking him out. Also, that Quaking Punch will prevent him from playing item cards, which is definitely huge in this situation. He can't play any kind of the Bursting Balloon, which definitely helps me a lot. Then again, that Rough Seas will give me also some kind of the advantage. Actually, as long as Seismitoad is full HP, I'm okay. So another round of Silent Fear. Alright, that Shaman is already down to the low amount of energies. But what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to knock out one of his Shamans with my Grenade Hammer, and I'm going to drop 2 prizes actually. And yeah, he just decided to quit the game because from that point, I guess it's not worth to play anymore because I have Seismitoad with my Grenade Hammer ready to attack. So let's move to the game number 3. Alright guys, so welcome back to the game number 3. I'm playing against pure water deck, so I'm wondering, is it Water Box or is it Greninja Break? It would be very interesting to see Glalie and Mega Glalie in action against Greninja Break. So, I'm starting with the first possible start, Shaman against Froakie. So, at least I can Sky Return, so it's not that bad. But my opening hand is bad. I mean, just a single Trainer's Mail, it's not promising. And there's already Volley for that Frogadier, and yeah. He couldn't get better start, I should say that. Hopefully I'll be able to find, with my Trainer's Mail, any kind of Ultra Ball. Oh, at least there's a Judge, so Trainer's Mail for Ultra Ball, which is always good. And that Ultra Ball is going to... First of all, I'm going to play... Or not going to play Rough Seas. Or going to play Rough Seas. Not sure. Ultra Ball for Judge and a 1 Water Energy card. And that's going to be Ultra Ball for Hoopa. Well, actually, I will play Rough Seas. It's 1 less card, but also I can heal damage from my water Pokemons. But I also help my opponent in this situation. So, Glalie and Manaphy and Shaman is going to be pulled. What I'm looking right here to get is, I'm looking to get maybe 2 Max Elixirs and the chance to knock out my opponent. Frogadier with the Frozen, with my Instant Freeze. So that was the Shaman for a lot of cards, but no sign of the Max Elixir and the Energy Switch. So I'm going with my Professor Sycamore, hopefully to find Energy Switch. No sign of the Energy Switch. Okay, I guess I misplayed chance to hit turn 1, knock out over that Frogadier, and yeah, I mean, I don't like that. I should probably go with the Sky Return just, but I was too much greedy. Yeah, I was greedy, that's for sure. I was too much greedy. There's Greninja, so he can actually even evolve and use that Shadow Snitching or even worse, Moonlight Slash. And there's another Die Ball for Froakie. Oh, actually for Remorai, he's missing those energies, that's for sure. If he can hit V-Seeker for a Wally, he can get with that Octillery, but no, he just N. And to the 6 cards, there's an energy switch. Thank you for playing Muscle Band and more cards on your in play. Please do Shadow Snitching. Thank you. 3 cards left. What I'm going to do right here, first of all, I'm going to play my Max Elixir. I have M, so I can knock out his Greninja, that's for sure. Max Elixir. 1 energy down to the Glalie. I also have my Mega Glalie, but I guess I don't want to evolve yet. 1 energy to the Shame. Retreat. Okay. Ultra Ball or M? That's the question. I guess I will just go with my Ultra Ball for Mega Glalie and for Energy Switch, or maybe, yeah, for Energy Switch. So I can actually pick Mega Glalie, plus I can have 3 cards, same as my opponent, and I can one-hit him knockout with my Instant Freeze. So that can give me 150 damage and 1 price boost. And of course, advantage. So he don't have another Greninja or Greninja Break in play, so he needs to play that Water Duplicates. But I need to find AZ as soon as possible so I can clean my bench, that's for sure. So he just decided to evolve into Greninja with Water Shuriken. And there's a V-Seeker for another round of the N. That's very interesting, so he's just not looking to play those Water Duplicates. He just wants to go straight forward with knocking out my Pokemons from play. He's just playing aggressively, but without Froakies and Frogadiers on your bench with that Water Duplicate, that's not going to happen. But maybe 2 of his Frogadiers are actually priced, so that's the reason why he played like that. So that was Super Road. Again, I need to hit for 1-hit knockout, that's for sure. I have options to do that. I'm still not looking forward to evolve into my Mega Glalie. I also have my AZ ready in my hand, so I can remove 1 Shaming totally from play. Miss Slash for 50. I don't know why he didn't go 30 for that Shaming on the bench. Probably will never find that out. Let's just heal, attach, double Colress, attach, Glalie Spirit Link. I'm down to 4 cards, and I guess it's time to use Instant Freeze, or maybe, first of all, remove 1 Shaman from play. And then hit for that Instant Freeze, which is enough for the knockout. I'm not even using my Mega Glalies yet. I'm just waiting to get some more damage counters so I can actually start to use them. There's Articuno. That's definitely good. I will try to charge my Articunos as fast as I can. And there's another round of the N. I should definitely call this game lost for my opponent, because he didn't go with that Water Duplicates for more Frogadiers. He just wants to Shadow Snitch me and devolve with that Greninja on his turn 2 was, I guess, the biggest misplay in my opinion. So let's see what he can do right there. If he missed, yeah, he missed even that Frogadier right here, so that's going to be another round of the knockout. I can also heal off all damage. And I can even attach 1 energy. Oh, but I actually don't. Yeah, I need to attach 1 energy card. Well, let's give it to the Manaphy. And the Instant Freeze for 150 again. I'm controlling the game right now. I'm down to 3 prizes. I mean, it's Greninja. It still can be a lot of trouble for me, but as long as I can prevent my opponent from playing any kind of Greninja breaking play and sniping my bench, I guess I'm pretty safe. So there's double Artillery with double Abyssal Hand. Let's see what he can get with that double Artillery acceleration. Unfortunately for my opponent, that's not going to work. I should say that for sure. Professor Sycamore. For Ultra Ball, for the Glalie and Water Energy, so I'm down to the 4 cards right now after that Ultra Ball. But I'm going to grab my Mega Glalie, so it's going to be a 5 cards, but even better, I can just Mega Evolve and hit for 100 without thinking how many damage I need to do, so yeah, that's pretty much 100, which is actually enough for the knockout. It's going to be one more prize for me, and it's a Beast Seeker. And I guess from this point of the game, it's not easy for my opponent without those Frogadiers in play and Greninja Break. You can't do pretty much nothing. So yeah, there's a victory. There's a victory, and it was actually, I should say, easy victory against that Greninja Break. I'm kind of impressed how bad actually he played that at the end. But once again, there's a full deck list. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Feel free to try to play this deck if you can. It's definitely interesting and a strong deck, especially if you can hit with Instant Freeze 170 turn 1. You can just freeze your opponent, and yeah. I mean, actually, you see how it works again. Trevenant Break. I was also able to quickly punch my opponent, Trevenant, and his hand, so he was not also able to play item cards. Then I was just able to find that Grenade Hammer and get the knockout, fill that Seismitoad. Also, that Rough Seas helped me a lot. He was not able to play Bursting Balloon. So yeah, I actually managed to beat even Greninja Break and that Trevenant Break. It was not a huge play, I mean, because my opponent actually with Trevenant was not able to set up good. But also, that's the point of the game, that's the reason why I'm running that single Seismitoad for the Quaking Punch. And then again, that play against Greninja player was definitely surprising me that he didn't go with that Water Duplicates, he just decided to go with that Greninja with the Shadow Snitching. So yeah, that was pretty much all. I hope you guys enjoy watching it, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Don't forget to hit like button if you like it, or dislike if you don't like it. And yeah, till the next time, stay tuned, have a nice day, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.